I wondered, what did I do to make him like this to me? Did he hurt you? At Turks and Caicos and at the revolt offices, where were you at Turks? I was in a hammock by my room. Puff dumped a bucket of ice on me, screaming. Then Puff took my phone. I didn't want him to see it. The team, we had messages about his moves. I didn't want him to see it. So I jumped on his back. What did he do? He threw me back into the pool. And at Revolt TV, he was using my phone and I didn't want him to see my message. Maybe I called him an asshole. I tried to get my phone back and he ran into the bathroom, then slammed the door on my arm repeatedly. Did you have injuries? Yes, bruises. And you stayed and worked for this nigga. Did you see him later? At the studio, he told me he sent all my compromising photos to his phone in case I had stuff on him. Kind of like a bullying joke. How did you take it? I had no photos, so I knew he was lying. What are these? My emails with Tony and Shannon. I said, Puff took my phone. I don't know when I'll get it back. Tony asked what happened. I said, definitely an in-person story. Why? I wouldn't put violence in writing. Why? Who was Matt? Puff's engineer. At one point, we dated. I have more. Let's take a break. They back. The sexual assaults, when did they occur? When I was working for Puff. Where was the first time? The Plaza Hotel in New York for Puff's 40th birthday. Were you his personal assistant? Yes, I had only been there only a few months. What rooms did Mr. Combs rent out? The penthouse, party guests and celebrities there. What did Mr. Combs do? He asked to speak to me in the kitchen. And what did he do? He had everyone else clear the room. What did he say? That they were going to be working closer together. He poured us 2 shots of vodka each for his birthday. What did you do with the shot? I took them. They hit me hard. Usually, I could take it easily. My eyes couldn't focus. His face was close. He put his arm up the side of my dress and he kissed me. Did you want him to? No. Were you able to say no? I was shocked. I froze. I didn't process what was happening. Next thing I knew, it was morning and I was in the chair in the penthouse. How had you looked at him? Like an older adult? He was the boss or the king. What were your expectations? I thought it would never happen again. It was a huge accident. Where were the other times he made you feel uncomfortable sexually? Were there other times that he made you feel uncomfortable sexually? Yes. I had to carry bags into his room. Downstairs was Uncle Paulie. And what did he say to you? Objection, grounds, hearsay. For the effect, overruled. I brought the bags. He asked me to pull up something on his computer. He came and sat next to me. He leaned over me as to put his face in the computer like in an uncomfortable way. How did you feel? I pretended I had to go to the bathroom. Where were you the next time? Where's the sexual assault in that? Hold on. That's sexual assault? He sat next to you and leaned over as if to put his face in the computer like in an uncomfortable way. That's the sexual assault? I pretended that I had to go to the bathroom. Where were the next time? Where were you the next time Mr. Combs sexually assaulted you? The Beverly Grove house. I was asleep on the bottom bunk. I wasn't allowed to lock the door. I woke up. There was the weight of a person on me. Who was it? Puff. It was fast. He used one hand to get his pants undone. He put himself inside of me. You mean his penis inside of you? I just froze. How did you feel? Terrified and confused and ashamed and scared. For how long? It was very quick, but it felt like forever. But he wouldn't leave until the job was unfinished. Is that when it ended? Yes. And when was the next time? At the Beverly Crest house. I was on his bedroom closet floor putting things in a bag. Then Puff was in the closet. He had his penis out and he grabbed my head and she cried. And he put it in. Mr. Combs took his penis out and put it in your mouth? Yes. I was frozen. I didn't do anything. I just. How did you feel? Like trash, scared and ashamed. How long did it last? It was very fast. Were there other sexual assaults? Yes. So you tell me this man raped you 4 times. Not one time you went to the police and you kept working for him? Were there other sexual assaults? Yes. And you are Cassie's best friend. And this man, and you never told Cassie, I think I had counted 5 times he allegedly did this, right? You Cassie best friend to this day. And Diddy allegedly raped you 5 times. We getting ready to get on 6. And you never quit. You never went to HR. You never called the police. And you didn't tell Cassie? And you kept your job, 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 and you kept your job. I swear I wish I was on this jury. How long did it last? It was very fast. Were there other sexual assaults? Yes. Yo, bro, I have a dark feeling. One time we were flying on a private jet.